Good morning, girls. I thought I was tracking to get on early today, and I'm still 5 minutes late. So, good morning. I just realized my little bag that I had packed from the lake, which has like all my moisture stuff or whatever you want to call it in it, apparently fell, and it looks like it fell mostly into a drawer. So just give me a moment to really gather these up. But good morning. How are you? What is up? Let's get ready. There was this trend last year, and it was called the contrast makeup, I guess. I don't know exactly what it was called. But it was basically this trend of doing makeup that complements you and your just yourself, I guess. So basically how it works is there's low contrast, medium contrast, and high contrast. And you kind of do your makeup based around your own features. So I think I am medium contrast, because it kind of goes off say if you had dark skin, if you had dark brown skin, dark brown hair, dark brown eyes, low contrast makeup, which is basically just very natural, very minimal makeup, is in this, idea or whatever you want to call it, what's going to be the most complimentary to you, because your features are so similar together. Medium contrast is you maybe have one feature that pops and the rest are pretty similar. So I think I'm medium because my eyes kind of pop, but then my skin and hair both are a light brown naturally, dark blonde, light brown, depending on the time of year. So it would be if you had a really defining feature. And I don't think it necessarily has to be a color. Say if you had a really strong nose or really big, ears, something just something that kind of sticks out, I think could be it. And then high contrast is for people that have very contradicting features. So if they had jet black hair, super pale light skin, and then super bright eyes, right? So they would do high contrast makeup, which would be almost what I think most people would consider harsh makeup, where you do use a really bold blush or really bold lipstick, Good morning, Robin. Happy rainy Wednesday. That's probably a nice little break from the heat for you then. Okay. I was getting my desk picked up, and now we're back to not that picked up, but let's go ahead and get started. I also have to record a hair tutorial. I gotta go back and look, but I think it was on one of my bubble braid tutorials. Someone asked if I could make a more step-by-step talk through tutorial for it, so I'm gonna do that this morning. I can't remember if it was the bubble braids or a different one, but I know I had someone ask, and I told them yes, I would. I was at the lake when I seen it, so I have not done it yet, but I'm gonna record that. And then I still have one to edit from yesterday. So yeah, pretty chill morning for the most part. I thought I was gonna be early, ended up still in what will be the same time crunch as always. Good morning, Kenya. How are you? All right, so with our medium contrast makeup, and I am just making my guesses off of myself and all of that based on the trend. You guys, it's not like I went to a, makeup artist who came up with this idea or, anything like that. But anyways, with our medium contrast makeup, basically medium contrast is using neutral colors, but you can still do heavy makeup. So say we're going to do kind of a smoky eye today, but we're going to stick with browns, tans, those kind of colors, you know what I mean? We're gonna wear a lipstick, but we're gonna keep it a nude lip liner, you know what I mean? We're gonna wear something on our cheeks today, but it's probably gonna be bronzer or a really subtle blush. We're not gonna be doing bright red or purple, anything like that. What is everybody up to today? Anything fun? Anything exciting? Not here. I am off to work after this. For just having 5 days off, I am ready for the weekend. Which is pretty bad, but I really am, guys. just saw your hair mist video. Can you tell us more about that? That was actually, I made that video yesterday, and that was the first time I've ever used it. So I really don't have a whole lot more about it, Kenya, if you did watch the whole thing. Basically, it's kind of like a hair refresh / hair treatment in one, is how I'm understanding it. Because it has protein, collagen, and what was the last one? I have it right here. Natural oil. And then it does smell really, really good. So I think it's just kind of like a light hair treatment, but then it has that really good smell where you can like refresh your hair with it. I do think I got a little too much. I didn't even wash my hair this morning, so it's not like that bad, but I did notice I felt like my hair looked a little greasy in like a couple spots. So I will say, if you're using it on, it's still enough that like it was fine. You know what I mean? Like my hair still had volume. It wasn't like up here or anything. But I do think if you are, what was I gonna say? Oh, if you're using it on dry, dirty hair like I was, I would say less is more. But assuming based on how not bad it was, I think if you were using it on wet hair, you could probably go totally crazy. So it's basically just a hair treatment that also smells really good and kind of like refreshes the hair. Good morning, Tina. Good coffee and snuggles this morning. Getting my nails done today. That'll be fun. At least like a little kind of like fun outing. All right, this is my City Beauty lid lifting treatment. I have this linked above. And then this Dr. Leo Lab eye cream. I've been getting asked about this a lot. Dr. Leo Lab is on Amazon, but I cannot find this specific one that has the metal applicator, and that has a cooling aspect to it. So I really like that to like depuff. And then also the only one I could find on Amazon was a smaller eye cream and more expensive. So the one on TikTok is, I think, $19 on sale right now. And last week it was shipping free. And you get this, and then you also get 10 free eye patches as like a free gift with purchase. So that's why I have you linked to TikTok, because I know not everybody's on there or anything, but it's such a way better deal that to me, I'm like, it just makes more sense. So if you want that and you need me to order for you, because I know not everyone's on TikTok, just let me know. This has been my go-to SPF this summer. This is a color corrector, SPF 50, and a makeup primer. And I love it. Plus, I got mine on TikTok Shop for like $12-13. I don't remember exactly. Which I was totally happy with. Like, if I find a good SPF for under $15 that doesn't break me out, doesn't burn my eyes, and actually works, like, zero complaints. But I found the same one on Amazon. And it's listed quite a few times, but I found a bundle deal where you can get 2 for under 10. So if you shop from the Amazon link I have in the description, it'll take you for that little 2 for bundle, which is really good. But yeah, I mostly got it because look how like funky it is color wise. And then I ended up really, really liking it. So it is become a favorite of mine. Good morning, Tina. My excitement of the day will be coloring my hair. But that emoji doesn't look very excited, Robin. Enjoy your non-graying hair, ladies. Are you going to like the salon, or do you just do it yourself, Robin? Phew, my foundation didn't break. When I saw that all my makeup like fell down into that drawer, I was kind of a little scared of what I was gonna find. Where is my little towel I had out here yesterday? Oh, here we go. I always like to have a towel in my lap to like clean my makeup brushes off as I go. Or on my desk, so that's an easy little hack. You can also do paper towel, whatever, but I just basically go like this and like try to get anything off of there from the day before. Oh, gotcha. I wasn't sure if you just let it set after you spray it or massage it in. I think I didn't massage it in. I think it's more for the hair than the scalp. I think you can just let it set, but I kind of hit it with the blow dryer a little bit because I could tell I overdid it. Also, do you think you'll use it once a week to freshen your hair? I'm thinking about maybe it'll help with split ends. I think I'll use it at least when I shower, for sure. And then I think I'll probably use it at least one other time as well, like a refresh type. I haven't used it on wet hair yet, so I can't say what that's gonna be like, but it's a no wash out no wash treatment, so you don't have to wash it out or anything. But I feel like just based on the way it felt and like went on yesterday, I feel like it's gonna be really, really good on like wet hair, just because it'll soak up better and like not be so heavy, you know what I mean? But I'll still use it on dry hair. I just think I'll make sure not to go as crazy as I did yesterday. Doing my hair myself, the emoji would have been happier if I was going to the salon. Okay, good point. I didn't know if like, you know, some people just kind of hate like sitting in the salon, which I totally get that. So I didn't know if you were just like, oh, I do not want to sit there for 2-3 hours. All right, this has been my combo this summer, you guys. I kind of started it one day just being lazy. And then I was like, wait, I actually really like that. I just go in with that primer, that SPF primer, and then I go right over top of it with my Younique powder foundation. I have been raving about this powder foundation for years. If you have not tried it yet, I think it's worth a try. It is an amazing coverage. It has shea butter, vitamin A, vitamin E, and it's actually a super hydrating primer with the most gorgeous glowy coverage. I personally love powder. I feel like when I just use liquid and I never set, I personally feel like I have more texture. I feel like it kind of like shows lines and stuff throughout the day. I do think it looks good like immediately, like just online, but I feel like as far as wear throughout the day and how it looks, I need a powder. Now I do have more oily skin, so I'm sure a lot of people can probably get away with no powder, but I love powder. Yes, Kenya. It does smell really good. And it kind of has like, I'll show you because I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it kind of has a little bit of a, I don't know, it has like a sparkle look to it. It's not sparkles, but you can like see the treatment in it almost. Okay, so see, and then you shake it up. You're not going to be able to see that. Anyways, it kind of like swirls, but yeah, I really like it. For my one time using it. Obviously, it's kind of hard to tell off one use, but what I've used of it, I really liked it yesterday. Other than, like I said, I got a little too much for dry hair, I think, but I'm sure I really think on wet hair, I can use that much, and I don't think it's going to matter. Oops, sorry, guys. I forgot to turn my volume off. Okay, let's go in with our highlighter. So we're going to keep this whole makeup look like browns, tans, more neutral. So we're going to put this underneath. It's just a really pretty pop of gold. This is still going to look very soft and very neutral, especially when we put it under our bronzer. Must have missed the video you posted with that product. It was just a TikTok video, Robin, because it's not on Amazon or anything. So I guess it's just on TikTok Shop. I don't know. Shimmer, yes. So it's like not like a shimmer, but it kind of just, it's like you can see the stuff in there. You know what I mean? And we won't use any shimmer in our makeup today other than like this, which this is actually more of a metallic. But we'll want to keep it like pretty neutral since we're doing that medium contrast makeup. We're still going to do a smoky eye. So we don't want it to be glittery or anything. Okay, bronzer. This is Ophir's bronzer. Last I checked, it was available in the light, which I think would work perfect and be very similar to this one. This is the medium. And I'm just going to go kind of all over my cheeks. Almost like how where I would put a blusher is where I'm going to put this. And then I'm just going to bring it up onto the forehead to kind of connect it all together. If it looks like I'm using a lot, I'm really not, because this is like getting low on product. And I don't want it to look super muddy, which is why I'm using this fluffy brush. I think I actually added a link for these, you guys, by the way, because I always get asked about them. Anyways, I don't want it to look super muddy. I want it to just be very like soft and a really smooth transition and a really smooth blend. So when I want that with my face products, I'll always take like a fluffy brush, because that's going to pick up smaller amounts of products and it's going to spread it out over a bigger area and not be so like concentrated into one. And I feel like that is just a good way to get that really soft look. Alright, let's get out our June palette, because you know that's what we're going to use. I got a little too much shimmer on the nose. Let's tone it down a little. Perennial. Dooney. Okay. This is actually my favorite palette for smoky eyes, which is crazy because when I first got this palette, I wouldn't say I was like, oh, that's boring, but kind of, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, I wasn't like, I hate this palette, but I was definitely kind of just like, an all matte eyeshadow palette. Like, I don't really know what I'm going to do with that. And now it's turned into one of my favorites, so it's really funny. Good morning, Dawn. Oh my gosh, that is so annoying. I'm sure Facebook is not happy with me. All right, let's start with a really just tan base, and we're going to beef it up. But we're going to stick with this palette so that we're in with these like browns, tans, you know, these kind of like neutral colors as we build it up to a smoky eye. But anyways, I was going to say, I'm sure Facebook is not happy with me for taking basically a week off of like going live and stuff, and all the posts I did have were like scheduled. So I'm sure Facebook is probably not thrilled with me, but if you guys just tap the screen, the little description box will pop up and you can tap that bell to turn notifications back on. But I noticed it's so frustrating, Dawn. I don't get it, honestly. Like, if I turn notifications on a post, or like, I don't get it in general. Say if like on Facebook or Instagram, I see someone's content, or I know them, like maybe I know them personally, so I follow them, and then I never see it. To me, it's like, if I clicked that follow button, it's because I have an interest in what they're posting for whatever reason. And then it could be like 2-3 years go by and I'll randomly see another video of theirs and go to their page. I'm already following them and I'm like, this is crazy to me. And then with the notifications, it's like people turn them on and I swear it's like they just turn back off constantly. You know what I mean? Like they might be on for a week to like maybe a month absolute max, and then boom, they're back off. So it's very frustrating. But thank you, ladies, for sticking with me through it. It's frustrating for me, too, because I'm like, if someone wants to see my stuff, it would be nice if you would let them. Oh, okay, I don't know who commented this. What is up with Facebook? It shows it's Robin, but it has Kenya's comment. This is how it looks on my end. It shows that Robin commented, good coffee and snuggles this morning, getting my nails done today. But I know Kenya commented that. So I can't tell whatever the comment that just came in after Dawn's. If someone could re-comment it, that would be amazing. All right, we're going to go in with a little liner to smoke it out. Like I said, I'm going to stick with blacks, browns, tans, those kind of colors. This would be like low contrast makeup, where it's like very natural, very, very minimal makeup. No pops of color, you know what I mean? The only thing I would maybe do would be like add a tiny bit of like a lip, but I would try to keep it like lip colored, and maybe curl my lashes. So just for kind of like reference. Isn't it weird, Dawn? I'm like, geez, you would think after, oh, and then I saw they're doing this thing. I just saw this on my professional dashboard or whatever they call it this morning, where you can have Meta Pro or something like that, but it's like obviously a subscription, same with Instagram. And I'm just thinking, like, do you not make enough money? Like, if you have features, why do we have to pay for them? Don't get me wrong, like, I'm super grateful for social media because it's obviously connected me to you guys, giving me a lot of business opportunities, like, connected me to people that I normally wouldn't have been able to know, and like all of that. But I'm also just like, they get so greedy, I swear. This is like really dried out, I feel like. I must not have had the lid on. Good morning, Christy. How are you? But yeah, it's just frustrating. And it's also like, I don't know, it almost seems like random, like what pages take off and what pages don't. And you're just like so at the mercy of that. You know what I mean? Like who Facebook wants to show your stuff to. Ow. Hooked myself right in the eye. Hi, Maristella. How are you? Okay, I gotta let that side chill for a second. Okay, this is the shade Graphite, but normally it is a lot like creamier and easier to work with for this kind of smoky eye look that I want to do today. But today it is not really cooperating. I mean, it's obviously getting some color on there, but not the way it usually does. And I'm gonna go right in the waterline. This eye is still like wanting to water. Okay, I'm gonna touch it up. I have this really creamy eyeliner right here. I'm gonna just do this in my waterline. Caught you today. Hang on. Been busy taking care of my mom. Oh, cool. Well, maybe not. Is your mom sick or something? Or are you just helping her out, just hanging out with mom? All right, this is just a maroon eye pencil. I just want to like beef up this eyeliner a little bit. So we'll just wear the two together. Will we ever be able to recreate this look if it turns out amazing? Probably not. Ugh. Okay, we're gonna go right on the lash line and right in the waterline, and I'm gonna go all the way from my tear duct to here. I feel like a lot of times, and myself included, I used to be really scared to go like past right here with any kind of like eyeliner, eyeshadow, anything other than maybe like a bright shimmer or something, like a white, champagne, something like that. But truly, I think it is part of like IMAXing, the other new trend. I feel like that is the easiest and best way to IMAX, is using that inner part of your eye. I'm feeling better today. Husband got me sick. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. Helping her do things as she is 85. Oh, nice. My grandma just turned 86. So me and my sister tried to go up there. Let's start with this orangey. I just want to make sure I'm showing you what colors I'm using, but I think I might darken it up with a little brown. I'm kind of on the fence. But anyways, me and my sister tried to go up there at least once a month and visit. My aunt lives there, so she definitely does way more stuff with her. And I wish we could go more, but it's such a long drive. I mean, it's not the longest drive ever, but just for one day, Alright, I'm just taking that and kind of pressing into my lid while also smudging and trying to kind of blend out those eyeliners. The eyeliners ended up being kind of an SHIT show because it didn't exactly work out how I anticipated, but that's okay. We'll roll with it. Alright, now we're going to take that same orangey color and the same fluffy brush we've been using, and I'm going to blend out these eyeliners. And I'm just going to get that really smoky look. Everything in the Dune palette is like super neutral, so even though it's orange, it's not orange, you know what I mean? It's more of like a rust. Going to Austin tomorrow for mini vacation. 102 degrees with 50% humidity. Holy moly, that is going to be a hot one. It's been in the hundreds or like right around hundreds here for about like over a week, but I don't know what the humidity is. Probably lower than that. I love the turquoise ring you have on your middle finger. Where's it from? I don't remember actually, but I actually think it might be like Shein or something, oddly enough. So it's definitely fake. I just don't remember if it's from like Target or Shein. I've had it for a long time. I know it was like one of those really cheapy ones that you're like, wow, that actually is like really cute. Considering I just don't remember where it's from. You know what I mean? All right, let's do a little cleanup. I actually don't even know if we're going to need the brown because this kind of looks good. I totally effed up the eyeliner right there, but I think it's close enough to the other one that like I can just roll with it because I don't really feel like trying to fix that, but I can see how it's like darker right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hopefully it's subtle enough that like you really wouldn't notice until I pointed it out, maybe. All right, let's see if I can find my Ophir eyeliner. Not eyeliner, mascara. Let's go ahead and set. This is gonna give us that glow. Set the makeup and melt all those powders together. Now, where is my... I have other mascaras laying here, but I kind of just want my Ophir one today. I love it as like my base mascara, even if I do end up wearing another one. I still love that one. Oh my gosh, you guys. That comment just popped up again. It shows it's Robin. It's Kenya's old comment. I don't get this. I've never, until recently, this has never happened. So if someone can tell me the most recent comment, that'd be great. Or just re-comment it and maybe it'll work. But it shows right now that Robin just commented, good coffee and Snuggles this morning, getting my nails done today. Which I know for a fact was Kenya's comment. And it did that not long ago as well. So dumb. I don't get it. I guess I don't know where my Ophir mascara is. It might have been... I dropped it in here? Oh. Maybe... Oh, it's like right in front of me. I just commented. Okay, well I can't see your comment because it shows Kenya's old comment. Sorry. But if you commented again, maybe it'll work. I know the one day it was like showing one person another person's old comment and it ended up being neither of them commenting. It is so weird. I don't know what causes that. Alright, let's do a nude lip liner. I'm just kind of making sure this dries all the way before we go in with our mascara. And I probably will do a touch of setting powder today. Okay, so obviously from our little 12-pack of nude lip liners, I feel like any of those will be perfect for this look. But let's see which one we want to try today. I really like, I think it's number 7. It has kind of like an orangey. What is with Facebook? That's me. That's all I think about is I'm like, I don't get this. And you want us to pay for more features, Facebook? I don't think so. Ooh, I really like 12, but I feel like, didn't we use 12 yesterday? Let's see what else we got. Change it up a little bit. If you haven't seen any of my videos in the last little bit, I got this giant 12-pack of nude lip liners. I actually got mine on TikTok Shop, but it is on Amazon, and I want to say it's $10.99 for 12 of them. And it's just, I've apparently lost a few. Hopefully they'll turn up at some point. It's basically just a bunch of nudes. So even though I feel like on camera, like that looks really pink, it's not. It's showing like really pink, but if I put it on my hand, it's more of just like that kind of nude. You know what I mean? So it has a huge variety of like pinkish nudes, true nude nudes, like more brown nude. You know what I mean? So if you want to like add a little variety to your collection, this is a great deal. I have it linked up in the description. Is it going to be the best quality lip liners you've ever used in your life? No. Are they 100% worth less than $1 a piece? Totally. I'll try again. My daughter would love that 90s t-shirt from yesterday, but I've never ordered from Shein. She just squeaked in as a 90s baby. Is she like 99 or something? It's a really good shirt. So I will say with websites like Shein and with Shein, it can definitely be hit or miss. Like you might order something and it's like, you know, miniature sized or just like whatever. But that little shirt turned out perfect. It's just like the picture and I would say it's true to size. So I would deem that one as safe. Good morning, Courtney. I hope you have a great day too. What are you up to? All right, this is number 3. I actually don't know if I've used number 3 yet. So there's 12 lip pencils in that little 12-pack, and they are all just labeled by a number. So when I say, like, I'm using number 12, I'm talking about the lip liner. But this is 3. And I actually have... I made a video swatching all of them, so if I have a little downtime today, I'll go find that and share it to my stories. Good morning, Karan. How are you? Thank you. I just did these nails yesterday. I actually did them on live. It's another red aspen set, and I'm gonna have to order some more. I know you guys also said that red aspen has some really good lip liners and stuff like that, so I'm gonna have to try those. I have an affiliate link now if you guys do want to try anything. But I'm excited to try some more. I really like these. They turned out so pretty. I was so ready for a new set, but I was so impressed with how long that last one lasted. That was insane. I'm so late today. That's okay, Darcy. Thanks for still jumping on. All right, let's do our mascara. I think I'm going to take a tiny bit of setting spray. Love the pencils. They're better than I expected. That's what I thought. Like, obviously, was I like, oh my gosh, these are amazing. They're so creamy. Like, they're perfect. No, but was I like, for $1, I can get behind these. Like, 100%. I feel like some are a little better than others, like, as far as going on. And then some I feel like I kind of have to rub back and forth and get it a little warmed up. And then I feel like once I warm it up, it's usually, like, good. You know what I mean? I might take a little hint of Ophir's. I have a new one of these. Don't worry, guys. This is Ophir's lip liner in the shade Whatever. This is one of my favorites. I've been using that 12-pack for like 3 weeks or something, but if you want a good lip liner, Ophir and Unique have the best. And I don't want to do my whole lip. I just kind of want to blend it right at the edges. Just to kind of give it a little more of a softer blend. There we go. I think this would look really, really good with a lip gloss or something. I don't know if I'm going to put any on right now. Sometimes I like to wait to put lip gloss or like chapstick on until after lunch, because I feel like when you leave your lip dry, your liner and stuff just stays so much better. When can you change your new ear piercing? Looks like they've healed nicely. I don't know. I usually wait a couple months whenever I get like my ear or something pierced. Just because I don't like having to like force anything through, but actually they still hurt. Like, they're still really sore. And it had been like, I don't think I had gotten my cartilage pierced since I was like 11 or 12. So I was like, I did not remember this being like so sore. If I try to like lay down on that side or something, it still is like pretty tender, which is crazy to me. This, I don't think they even make this anymore. This is just an old setting powder I have sitting on my desk that I kind of want to use up. So I'm trying to just, you know me, I don't really like to waste anything. You can do this little hack with any powder, so any setting powder. If you set your makeup with your liquid setting spray, let it all melt in and blend, and then take the tiniest bit. I know it kind of looks like I'm getting a lot because I'm like doing that, but that's because it's almost empty, so I'm just having a hard time covering my brush with it. Just take a tiniest bit of setting spray or setting powder, and put on those areas that you have bigger pores or your makeup doesn't set well, and it just kind of helps blur that and give it that more almost like filtered look. And I also want to make sure my eyelashes are dry. This is one of those BK Beauty brushes that you guys recommended. It reminds me a lot of Ophir brushes, to be honest. Like, this one that I'm using now reminds me pretty much just the same of that fluffy Ophir brush. Like, if my eyes were closed, I don't think I could tell the difference in the two. I like the Ophir Berry Lip Liner. I like that one too. That was actually a top seller of mine forever. But I haven't used it forever, so I need to get it back out. All right, let's go ahead. I've been stuck on this for a month, and then every day it's like, when, you know, with a nude lip liner, it's like you can find one that'll go with any look. So I just have been kind of lazy about like getting out other lipsticks. Curl these lashes. just gonna, I'm probably gonna do 2 coats, but we're gonna start our first coat with Ophir mascara. I love like the separation of this, the length, all of that, and it works really well as like a good base. But I definitely need to crack open a new one soon. You know, when you can like tell, like clearly you guys can see the mascara is still going on, but you kind of get to a point where you can tell like, this just isn't giving me the ba-ba boom that it used to, and that's how you know it's kind of like starting to get old and stuff. I'm at that point where it's like, it's still working, but it's not at like its full potential, you know? This is a little hack that does not work for me because I still get mascara everywhere, but in theory, if you hold a mirror like this down, that will kind of help keep your lashes away from your lid, especially if you have hooded eyes, and be a good way to not get mascara everywhere. I, of course, still do. I think I might just throw this one away after today, so that way I'm not accidentally still grabbing for it. I've been layering the You Cool Me mascara over other mascaras. That mascara doesn't flake or smudge at all. It's so good, isn't it, Dawn? I feel like if I'm like picking at my eyes, then it will. But if I just leave my eyes alone, like it is really good at staying all day for sure. And it's a really good price, so I like that aspect of it too. Curl, curl, curl. This is actually the You Cool Me eyelash curler. And I will say, if you're on there getting a mascara, I would recommend getting eyelash curler while you're on there. I hadn't bought a new eyelash curler in years. They last so long, as you guys know. But I hadn't bought one in so long, and I really didn't think much of it until I got that, and I was like, whoa, I can, like, actually tell the difference for sure. Boring part, have to do this mascara forever. All right, we're gonna layer this. I am going to be smart for once, and I'm going to put that mascara right on the edge because I can tell it's, like, done. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I can still get a little out, but it is not what it used to be. So I'm going to toss that, and then we're going to layer it with this maroon. Someone asked me for this yesterday, and it just dawned on me that I never sent it. I got to try to find your comment. Unless you're here right now, then please comment again. I'll have to get that one. I need a new eyelash curler. Yes, it is really good. Did you try the nails on the Younique website? I have not yet, Joan. The Clio, I think they are. Or I think it's Clio, if I remember right. I have not tried those ones yet. I just got mascara right on my cheek. I'm like, no. I'm using a maroon mascara, but I feel like it's still like burgundy enough that we're staying in that medium contrast. It's not like it's like a bright neon or, you know, something like that. And if anything, I actually think this will be even a little softer than just using a straight up black mascara to go with our medium contrast look. So I think it'll be perfect. I have said this in a couple videos already, but I'm here to tell you, do not be afraid to try color mascara. It is not like it used to be, you guys. It can be so much softer. And it's still, even like, I've got purple, I've got maroon, Obviously browns and stuff like that I've tried, but it is so soft and natural looking. It's not like, ooh, what the heck, purple mascara, like kind of clownish looking. Not at all. It's still really soft and pretty, but it just helps draw the attention to the eyes. Okay. Clean up our mascara, and then I think we are done. Obviously, I have the worst hairstyle on planet Earth with that claw clip. I'm gonna do a hair tutorial today, but I just have my hair back out of my face. Oh. Okay. Let's clean that up. And then, once again, I left myself with very little extra time. I love to do that, though. L'Oreal came out with colored mascara with matching liquid and pencil eyeliner. Oh my gosh, that's fun. I might have to get some of those. That would be like major eye maxing for sure. Okay. I guess we're done, girls. Here is our medium contrast makeup look. Ignore the hair. I know it looks absolutely insane. But I'm about to go fix this, so just pretend it's fixed. Neutral cheeks, neutral lip, eyes, all neutral colors, but still kind of like a heavier makeup. I feel like that definitely kind of makes my eyes pop a little bit more. And I like it. I think it looks good. So we're going to stick with this for the day. But I hope you guys have an amazing Wednesday. If you are new here, I say this every day. I'm sorry I'm like a broken record for those of you that tune in every day. By the way, if you tune in every day, I love you. Thank you for hanging out with me. I spent many a year with nobody on live or like 1 or 2 people. So I really appreciate those of you that, obviously you can't every day, like you have a life, but those of you that always jump on when you can, say hi, like, thank you. It means a lot. Anyways, I go live Monday through Thursday between 8 and 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. We usually do makeup, but sometimes we'll do hair. I did nails and makeup yesterday, so we do some different stuff sometimes, but usually it's a makeup tutorial. So if you like makeup tutorials, tips, tricks, whatever, turn notifications on and follow my page so you can come hang out again. If you guys have any requests, looks you would like to see, issues with your makeup that possibly I can help with some tips, anything like that, message me. I will add it in if I can do it, or if not, I will absolutely try my best. So just shoot me a message. And if you wanted the color mascara that commented yesterday, please comment again, because I just remembered that right now. If not, I'll try to go find it. For some reason, Facebook really filters comments too, and I hate that, because I like can't find them. You know what I mean? And it's kind of dumb, because I'm like, if a video has 50 comments, like, it's not 5 million comments. You know what I mean? Like, why do we need to filter them? Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you girls tomorrow. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Darcy. Thanks, Tina. Thanks, Maristella. Your bad hair day is my best hair day. I doubt that, Robin. I highly, highly doubt that. You probably can't see as much how, like, stringy and stuff it is. I did do the Sculpt Waiver yesterday, so I'm like, I feel like I could get away with it, but I need some dry shampoo for sure. All right, girls. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out with me.